Welcome back, folks. Today brought the kind of face-ripping rally that reminds you just how insanely headline-driven this market has become. Trump's conditional ceasefire move lit a fire into stocks, oil got crushed, and the indexes surged. But by the close, there were already signs on the dollar, yields, and a few key charts that bulls may still have more to prove. We're going to break down what we're seeing, and as always, please note that none of this is buying or selling advice.
Yeah, and figuring out the reality behind all this action is basically our mission today. We really need to determine if this massive index gap up actually has, true sustenance.
Or if it's just like a fragile pump.
Exactly. A fragile pump that's just ready to dump the second another Middle East headline hits the wires.
Right, because trading this kind of headline-driven action, it's honestly like walking a tightrope blindfolded.
Oh, for sure.
You might be balanced, but one surprise news drop and the entire dynamic just shifts out from under you.
It does, and that's exactly why you can't just blindly trade this. You have to be hedging your positions, using way less leverage so you don't get smoked when things turn violent.
Yeah, you have to protect your capital.
Absolutely. And honestly, if you're realizing you don't have a solid framework for that kind of risk management, our mentorship program at Grok Trade teaches those exact techniques in much greater depth. It gives you a real calm authority over your trades in this kind of chaos. So shifting from the broad risks over to the specific indicators, the technicals are telling a really interesting story right now. The DXY, the dollar, actually printed a hammer doji.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, and yields closed really strongly right on their highs.
Wait, I gotta ask, if the dollar and yields are reversing upwards, doesn't that inherently spell incoming downside for equities?
You would think so, right? I mean, usually rising yields act like gravity for the stock market. But under the surface, we're seeing money find very specific release valves. Look at Teradyne, ticker TER. It's just rocketing higher today.
Oh, yeah, I saw that breakout.
It's massive. And then you have XLU, the utility sector, clearing its symmetrical triangle on clearly uptaking volume.
Which is crazy because utilities are such a safe haven defensive play. But then, and this is what's so weird, you look over at crypto and the metals, and there's a totally different narrative.
Super intriguing, yeah. Bitcoin popped, breaking that $72,000 level we mentioned yesterday.
But, I mean, it looks kind of heavy, right? Can it actually test 76,000 in this environment?
Honestly, it's looking tough. It is very heavy. And when you look at the metals, gold and silver sold off hard from their highs.
Yeah, they really gave up those early gains.
They did, and now they're just resembling bear flags. But then right in the middle of that weakness, you have TeraWulf, ticker WULF, breaking higher out of months of choppy consolidation.
It's like the market can't decide if it wants to hide in utilities or, gamble on crypto miners.
Exactly. And the context we cannot forget here is the economic data.
Oh, right. The red folder data tomorrow and Friday.
Yep. That data guarantees this volatility is going to continue.
Which really leaves you with something to think about tonight. I mean, does today's conditional ceasefire squeeze actually have real staying power? Or is this whole thing just a temporary pump waiting to get totally tested by the upcoming data?
It's a huge question. The market feels really explosive right now.
Well, we'll definitely be watching. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you in tomorrow's market summary.